My name is Dixie Segmiller, and this is my reflections presentation for MDS 300. I always thought I'd go into some form of teaching, but I got a little sidetracked along the way. I grew up in a small town in Idaho. I had 126 people in my graduating high school class, but we learned to work hard. I moved sprinkler, I hoed beets, I worked at the Green Giant Company, and we canned and grew our own vegetables. After high school, I went to the university. I wasn't quite sure what field I wanted to study, and so I worked at different departments at the university. I worked in the bookstore, in the dance department, in civil engineering, but my best job was in the academic advisement center. There, I got to advise students on which classes to take or what major to study, and I really enjoyed working with all the students. There, I met and married my husband. Right before he was going to get his bachelor's degree, we figured out that I too could get an associate's degree. I wrote a program for a business emphasis, and I was able to get my associate's degree at the same time. For the last 25 years, I've been raising our family. We have 7 children. 3 of them are doing graduate work, 3 of them are doing undergraduate work, and my last daughter will be a senior in high school this next year. These kids have been such an inspiration to me. They've all put themselves through college with work or scholarships, and it's been very motivational to me to see that they really want to improve themselves and gain all the education that they can. When the kids were small, we tried to provide them with different work activities. We bought a small farm. It's only about 8 acres, but we grow hay. We had a snow shack. We delivered newspapers, and the kids still teach swimming lessons. This gave them opportunities to earn money, to pay for their education, and to allow them to go on trips and do activities that they were interested in. But most of all, it gave them a good work ethic. For the last 15 years, I've been doing medical transcription. There are advantages and disadvantages to this. I'm able to work from home, and so it has a really flexible schedule, and I don't need a career wardrobe. The disadvantages are that there is no room for advancement. I work alone at home, so it's very lonely. There have been several layoffs at the hospital recently, and with voice recognition programs, I feel like the medical transcription field will soon phase out. At this point, I thought it was just a very opportune time for me to go back to school, as I'll only have one child at home, and my job is kind of not very steady right now. So when I was looking at going back to school, the MDS program at Boise State had several advantages for me. I'm transferring in with 100 credits. I really didn't want to start over. The online courses at BSU offer a lot of direction. I guess I need this. I've taken online classes at different universities before, but they allowed me a full year to complete a class. Of course, I took the full year. At this rate, it's going to take me forever to finish. So obviously, the fastest way to graduation is the MDS program for me. Besides that, I get to choose my own program. I really like psychology, and there are 2 career choices that I'm thinking about. The first, as I said before, I really enjoyed advising the kids in college, so being an academic advisor would allow me to continue to work in an educational environment. I'd need to get a master's for that. Also, I'm really interested in teaching family and consumer science. I would need to get a teaching certificate with that, but having a minor in psychology lends itself to either one of those professions. For my interviews, the first one was with Mandy Hadjuk in the General Advising Office. I went to her wondering what minors would be beneficial for me. She suggested going into the psychology minor because I'm not interested in being a family counselor. Becca Dickinson is a counselor at the Career Center. She suggested that I really get involved in internships or service learning opportunities and be able to volunteer so that I can pinpoint those areas that I'm really interested in being involved with. My last interview was with Jeannie Colson, who's a teacher at our local high school. She got her undergraduate degree in family and consumer science education. She has a master's in administration, and in the fall, she will work at ISU as the Family and Consumer Science online coordinator. She looked at my transcript and suggested that it would be quicker and more beneficial for me to teach psychology or business, as that's where I've had most of my credits. I like this quote: "Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you'll feed him for a lifetime." As I look toward my choice career, I really would like to be able to influence people to better themselves, to get a better education, to gain self-respect, or to just give them a better life to lead. I think that me completing the multidisciplinary studies at Boise State would really give me a great opportunity to provide the job that I'd really like to complete, be able to help other people figure out what they want to do. So I'm looking forward to working with the multidisciplinary team and being at Boise State University. Thank you.